Mr. Rachel, I've come to collect. I want your vote.
You can't have my vote.
Face it, Mr. Rachel. Conservatives are a dying breed. Republicans are becoming more moderate to stay alive. They felt the power of my side of the aisle and have either been eliminated by it or want to be a part of it. You too will yield to the power of liberalism. One way or another.
Look, Barry. Can I call you Barry?
You can call me Darth Barack.
Alright, Darth Barry. Man, I ain't about to fall to your side.
Man, I don't care if the Empress Oprah sent you. I won't be swayed. Darth Soros may have a grip over the minds of the masses, but not mine.
You're not dealing with Darth Soros.
Yeah, Darth Gore said the same thing.
You'll find I bring something different. Something new.
Man, I wasn't moved by the worst of you lefties.
I assume you speak of Darth Nader.
Yeah, you assume correctly. Darth Nader tried to pull me over to the dark green side, man. I wasn't having it.
Now, with that being said, what sort of Jedi mind trick and words do you have to convince me otherwise?
Let me put it to you this way, Mr. Rachel.
You can vote the way we expect you to vote, of course, or you can die.
Oh, you'll have to pry my vote from my cold, dead hands, baby. We tax the dead in my party. Might as well take votes from them, too. The people want change, Mr. Rachel. They want to be led by a progressive party.
You know, living in the past instead of learning from it isn't progressive. And keeping people angry about the past doesn't make for a better future.
Of course you Republicans don't like for us to bring up the past. It shows your warmongering history.
What warmongering history? World War I was engaged in by Wilson, a Democrat. World War II was engaged in by FDR and Truman, which included the use of atomic bombs, both Democrats. And unlike you, I can give credit where credit is due. They were right to send America to fight. Psst, man, you can't rap. The Vietnam War was engaged in by JFK and LBJ, which included the draft, both Democrats. So, where in Hades do you get this track record of warmongering, nuke-dropping Republicans?
Well, at least those presidents didn't trade blood for oil.
Oh, dang. You know, if you liberals were so concerned about this being a war for oil, then why didn't you get out of the way and let us drill in our own country? Because if this truly is a war for oil, ain't nobody got more blood on their hands than you liberals do.
Ha-ha. You talk the talk of a war supporter, Mr. Rachel. But have you ever walked the walk of a soldier?
What does that have to do with anything? You talk the talk of being a supporter of gay marriage, but have you ever walked the walk in a gay relationship yourself?
Oh, what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not as well spoken and as articulate as you. Actually, what's happening is I'm using a Jedi mind technique where I use your talking points against you. And according to your talking points, you have to have been in a gay relationship yourself to be a true supporter of gay marriage. So, you want to wrestle? Oh, dang. Hold on. Got something for you.
While you're making jokes, there are struggling American families. At least we Democrats raise minimum wage for them. What do you Republicans do besides cut taxes for the rich?
Man, minimum wage isn't supposed to support a family. If they want a family-supporting wage, they should learn a skill. It ain't easy. I understand all the obstacles, man, I really do. But ultimately, it pays off. The minimum wage that you brag about never does. If it did, you wouldn't have to be increasing it all the time. you Democrats raise the minimum wage, and then you raise the income taxes, and then you want to add more taxes to the businesses too.
See, the business has to recover their costs to pay their employees, so the prices go up.
And with the new higher prices and more taxes, well, that new minimum wage always puts us right back where we started, because it costs more than it pays. Why is it you liberals think you can make Kool-Aid sweeter by adding more water?
You're still dodging the issue of cutting taxes for the rich.
Man, there's nothing to dodge. That's just another liberal talking point.
You liberals use that to stand in the way of what conservatives really want for the people, and that's a maximum of a 10% consumption tax.
Because how much a person earns ain't the government's business, and the government has no business taking what the people earn. Why do you Democrats insist on taking away somebody else's fried chicken, eating the tasty skin for yourselves, and then throwing back the unsavory meat?
You're wearing me out with the Kentucky Fried analogies, brother. Okay, them CEOs don't need all that money. Okay, well, neither do you. Well, that's different.
I'm sure it is.
Why don't you just admit that capitalism is all about greed and how much money people can make?
And socialism is all about how much money the government can take.
That money needs to be taken and redistributed so everyone can have a chance. If it weren't for your capitalistic greed, you'd see that.
I swear it's like talking to a pull-string doll. What I see is the effects of capitalism enabling us to be the most charitable nation on Earth. We don't need a socialist government to force us to be charitable. In fact, it'll reduce our ability to be charitable. Proof positive? Man, name me one socialist nation more charitable than us. Take your time. Oh, I'm sorry, you out of breath? Do you need a breathalyzer or an inhalator? Mr. Well-spoken man with his finger on the pulse of healthcare?
Oops, I forgot. You environmentalist liberals are having these here inhalers banned because the phantom event of global warming is more important than a person's immediate need to breathe.
I'm sure your wife or Reverend Wright's got plenty of air in them. You want them to take over for you?
You leave them out of this. They're not running for president, I am.
True, but you've been influenced for years by Reverend Wright, and we know you're going to bring that into your presidency, and your wife is someone that you're going to have to defend every time she makes a questionable statement.
She's just keeping it real. Something you've forgotten being a Republican and all.
Well, I think there's something you should remember.
Well, I'm all ears. What? What's so funny?
Nothing, man. It's just
It's just that I said what? I don't recall saying something funny, and I don't recall misspeaking, because I don't misspeak. It's the people who misunderstand. Now, what's so funny?
Just drop it. I won't go there. Please don't let me go there.
Take it there, brother. I'm ready. I'm all ears. Come on. Oh, you're laughing at my ears. Is that what it is? You're laughing at my ears? Nobody laughs at my ears. Not even the press is allowed to talk about my ears.